Hey guys, it's Landon with RH. This is video number 5, I think, in my series I'm doing on this boundary survey in Northeast Stockton, Wilmarth Road and Highway 88. This is an important step in the process here. All the steps are important, but this is really important. So this is where we kind of start putting the puzzle pieces together. So in my shop, I'm working really hard to break that habit. In our shop, this isn't just my shop anymore. In our shop, it's just a habit I got to break. In our shop at Redefine Horizons, I have a fantastic business partner and a lot of really great employees. At our shop, the next step where we put the pieces together, the puzzle pieces, we call that a boundary search drawing. So I've got our BricsCAD template copied over here. I'm going to rename that. We call this BNDY search for boundary search. And I have our insert record here. That's how we track the way maps are inserted and scaled into our drawing. I'm going to go ahead and open this drawing up in BricsCAD. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop in our points. Okay, so we're gonna, we already have our points. I've imported the points in Carlson into what we call a points drawing. I have other videos on YouTube that show you guys how to do that. So we're gonna insert that drawing as an XREF here. So we are on state plane and our boundary is going to be in grid, so we'll have to remember that. So let's go to our job here. This is Wilmarth Road. So we keep our points drawing in our Carlson folder. So I'm going to open that and attach it at 00, scale factor 1. Okay, so now we've got our points. You see when I zoom out, I get these other points. Those are the core stations that I tied out. That's okay. I'll leave those in there for now. All right, so here's our 4 primary control points. And then this is just a weird BricsCAD thing. But these are our found monuments. It might help to have our GIS pulled up. Let me. It might be a little heavy with the screen recorder going and everything. We may need to get the GIS up. We'll see. Because we're going to start dropping some maps in here. I'm going to start with what I think is the most important map. We like to drop those in as blocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer for each block. So we're going to make a new layer and it's going to be called block. I think we call it blocks, plural blocks. This is RS. Let's see. I think it's 33-018. So let's go look because I don't remember. Oop. So we want to make sure that we name stuff properly. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot there. I apologize. All right, we got RS 3316. I'm sorry, and we have 3218. That's our highway map. So let's make that 32, and we'll make a new one. Blocks RS 33-016. That's the most important map. And then we've got a parcel map to blocks, PM, 11125. Oop. And then we like to make all those block and XREF layers blue. Okay, so we got our layers. Let's make this layer the current layer. And then we'll insert that map as a block. So we're going to browse for our Kogo folder. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. I'm not. And we just do this one map at a time, basically. So we're going to go into our boundary Kogo folder. I am going to pick my map. And we're going to insert it. Okay, now sometimes you get this issue where it's you know it's off because it got kogoed in stay plane. So I'm just gonna try and drop it kind of close there, and then we'll zoom in a little. All right. Okay, now we need to scale this. Hopefully, yours truly did his job properly and exported a scale factor from the TBC project. Let's see if I did that. So we'll go into our field control, into our TBC project, export. What? Say it ain't so. We got a scale factor. All right, so I'm going to use point number 1 as my main point. So here's my scale factor to get to grid. So I'm just minimize that for now. And so we're gonna scale this. We're just gonna run the scale command. I'm sorry guys, I'm old school and I'm command line driven. So, all right, it doesn't matter where we scale from. We're gonna put in our reference factor. It didn't let me do that. So let's try again. Scale point. Will it only let me type it? I guess it only lets me type it. 412741. All right, so we just scaled our map to grid. Now we're going to place it, and then we're going to fill out our insert record. I think I'm going to hold this monument down here. Was found on our property, so we're going to hold 500. And I want to try and get a rotation point that's as far away as I can, basically from 500. So I'm going to rotate at 500 with a reference, and I'm going to drop this point on. Man, that fits really good. Let's just draw us a little line there. Go to our properties. So this is telling us how our record fits our measured. 2700s. That's pretty good for out here. These are old surveys in a pretty fairly rural area, so that fit pretty good. Looks like this one fits pretty good. I got a little tiny closure there, but not much. You guys can see I'm just zeroing out these Z's. So that's a half a foot. You know, that could be a little better, but not too bad. Man, we freaking smoked this centerline monument. It's actually not a centerline monument. It's in a Monwell. So that looks pretty good. So 4/10. Yeah, you know, I might be kicking around to half a foot. Let's see, how do we hit this? This looks like it hits pretty good. So less than 2/10 there. So not bad. Not bad. Okay, so what we want to do now is update our insert record. So let's go ahead and open that up. Sorry guys, wrong folder, I apologize. Let's get our insert record up. Alright, so we'll input our job number here. This is 100-106. That's what we use for our pro bono work. 3540 Wilmarth Road, Stockton. And this is being completed by yours truly, Landon Blake. Okay, so here's where we do our insert record. So our document identifier is RS 33016. It is in ground, so it's in ground. The source document is in ground. We used a scale factor of 4 nines, 412741, 412741. Okay, our anchor point was RH number 500. Our rotation point was RH number, I don't remember. So part of the reason we do this, guys, is so we can retrace how we put together our boundary search drawings. So it was RH 504. Oh, I'm sorry. These two go over here. Okay, so in we have to describe what part of the source document did we anchor to the point. So to do that, we need to actually look at the source document. You guys will see what I mean here in a minute. So we anchored. This is the subject parcel. So we anchored the. So we can say southwest corner of the surveyed parcel or subject parcel, and our rotation point was the northeast corner of the surveyed parcel. Okay, and we don't need, I don't know why grantee's in here. That needs to get fixed in our template. All right, so we've got our insert record ready to go. What I'm going to do now is drop in, I'm not going to record it, but I'll drop in our other two maps. So we've got our parcel map to put in here. That's going to confirm the center line of Wilmarth, and then we'll get our highway map in here. I'm just checking for gaps and overlaps on that highway right away. And so I want you guys to understand, we don't really need those other two maps. We could build our boundary off of this, but they're adjacent maps, and I'm going to use them as a check to verify that we've got pretty good results. I suspect they're going to fit, within a half a foot. It seems like we're kicking around a few tenths of a foot here. So, all right, I'll get that done. Then we'll take a look in the next video. We'll find out how we actually get our deeded lines in here.